The new supply will always think they're better than you, always. And to be honest with you, you really shouldn't care. It shouldn't bother you because they know who you are. You've met them, most of us have, on some like the audacity of the narcissist type ordeal. You know what I mean? The audacity of you to have us meet and shake hands. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they're gonna always think that regardless of whatever it is you do, you can't. I know that it can be painful because you can feel what I'm saying. You can feel them feel they better than you. You can feel that. It sucks, man. It sucks for the most part because you don't like that feeling because the narcissist is on their side. They're that new supply, they're right, the work friend, the work wife, the work boyfriend, you know what I'm saying? Like they're always right. Such and such said this, such and such said that. Y'all remember all that? I remember all that, man. I sure in hell do. They're gonna always think that there's nothing you can do about it. I don't want you to like waste any more time thinking that you're gonna be able to do something to change them, to convince them. Because I see comments on my videos sometimes where I'll be like, stop trying to convince the new, stop trying to convince neither one of them. Do you, let me say this, in their when you are dealing with a narcissistic individual, because I really want to break this down for real, when you're dealing with a narcissistic individual and they find a new supply, the main primary source of fun is doing it behind your back. You feel what I'm saying? It was exciting to do something that you didn't know about. It was exciting. This is cool. This is fun. Yeah, we shouldn't be doing this. It was exciting. You're the fuel to that matrix. You see what I'm saying? Without you there anymore being that fuel to that matrix, now the new supply becomes the boring. It becomes the secondary supply because there's somebody else that the narcissist is scooting in to become the primary supply and do the whole triangulation process over again, the whole discard, the whole devaluation. That's coming. But you can't look for it. You don't need to look for it. You just need to be you and better for you. Your best revenge is just being a better person after this because the whole entire concept was to see you be beneath them. That's how they felt. That's why they would never have talked to you the way they have if they didn't feel that way. That's always something I try to tell anybody who has truly trying to like recover from this. You got to understand this. They meant what they said because they would have never said it. You see what I'm saying? Like, don't ever take that out of account. They meant that, and it's wild because you say you in love with them. It's powerful. You love them. I'm not laughing, but it's just like this. It's just I just sometimes when I hear myself talk, I just be like, ugh, my old version of me. You know what I mean? Sometimes I do that. I apologize, but it's just the version of me that was in the relationship was like, dude, get out. I'm telling y'all, get out as soon as possible. Recover now. But the new supply, man, is always gonna believe that until it happens to them. For the most part, you can't change or convince them of anything, and without you, you gotta also understand that that's the fuel to that matrix. Nothing's fun anymore after that. It's not that fun. Stuff becomes boring, docile, if you rather. Especially if you decide to go on your self-worth journey, if you decide to find yourself, because it was always fun to laugh at you. It was always fun to point at you and say that we're better than you, even though you're in the relationship with them. Is the wild part. You in the relationship with them, and they over here bully fighting you. People tell me stories all the time about like the triangulation with somebody the narcissist knows at work. It's a wild concept, man. It's wild to me. And I'd be like, dang, I know exactly how you feel. I know what it feels like to sit here and have to worry about are they going to come home after work. You know what I'm saying? I know what that feels like. I know what it feels like to sit and have to worry about who they're hanging with. Not on some insecurity nonsense, but I'm talking about like you got to worry about your relationship. You got to worry about your relationship getting disrespected by this individual that you're saying you're in love with. Hear me, saying that you're in love with. Like, and this is the person playing with you, talking to you as such, talking to you wild and exotic, using the new supply as a measurement tool for what you should be doing. Man, I'm telling you, like, these people are off the chain. These people are off the chain to even have the audacity to want to do that to you after they've told you they want to be in a relationship with you and they love you as much as they do. You get hit by that word salad. That word salad is powerful. That word salad makes you feel like the narcissist is being for real. They being serious. They really want me. They really love me. No, it's designed to make you feel like they really want you. They really love you, and to get you sucked in. And again, it's fun for the narcissist to watch you to do the dance. Reality, the new supply don't even know they're in Barnum and Bailey Brothers ring circus anyway. They don't even know that. They have no idea. That's what the other thing I always tell people: don't worry about it, man. They have no idea they're in the circus too. Let them have their circus. Let the new supply and the narcissist have their circus, because sometimes when certain, and this is another thing too. That's why I say stay off their social media. Don't worry about the downfall either. You worry about your upgrade to yourself, to your life. Just so we're clear, I just really want to make sure that you understand this too. Whether you believe it or not, you're still in their conversation, good or bad. Remember those conversations where they'll use the new supply's name as the measurement tool of what you should be doing? You're the measurement tool too now. I just want you to understand that. If you don't believe that, I can't, like I said, when I hear these stories come back, like when the new supply and the narcissists are going through something crazy, whether you're looking for information or not, sometimes information gets back to you. You be like, "That's crazy." You just don't, but don't let it affect you, and don't feel better than and empowered. Just be like, they ain't changed, and I did. I wanted to get better. I wanted to not feel that way anymore. You take it as they were going to be the same person with or without me, because you always tend to think that the new supply is a better person than you anyway, because they're off spending more time with them. They're all figuring out how to talk to them, and covertly, if you rather, they're all doing this effort with the other person while they're in a relationship with you. Hear me. It's always designed to make you suffer and keep you in check and keep you on the shelf so that they can come back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. It's a game. Whether you believe it or not, whether you understand it or not, whether you want to play or not. Just unplug yourself. That's all I'm saying. Unplug yourself from that matrix. But again, you're the reason why that's even a thing over there to begin with, because it's fun. You shouldn't be doing it. That's why the dopamine hit over there. The information come back to you. Don't empower yourself. Just be like, hey, I knew it was gonna be like that, and just know you did the best you could. Now do better, and call it that. You know, don't even contact the new supply. I tell people that too. Don't talk to the new supply. Quit trying to tell them who the narcissists are. It's not going to do nothing. You can't. The more and more you play into the show, the circus, the more and more they keep bringing people with tickets to come watch the show. You know what I mean? Just leave. I know it sucks. I know you always think that they rode off into the sunset. They didn't go off into the sunset. They did not go off into the sunset. Sis or bro over there don't even know what they're dealing with. They have no idea. And they're also a narcissist and or codependent themselves in a toxic way to where it even fits that plan. So even if you see the individuals still together this long for however long, just understand like they're more likely compatible to be with each other because the way their personalities align. The narcissist got to be controlling, and the new supply's got to be codependent most of the time. I mean, you low key turn to a codependent individual when you're dealing with the narcissist too, because you're empathetic. That's just how you are as an empath. But all I'm saying is like, if it's lasting this long after toxic, and this is only why I'm saying it after toxicity, because you have to indicate toxicity. If they broke up with you and got with somebody else after that, then this video does not apply to you. But they was doing some toxic nonsense with you before they got with somebody else, yes, this video applies to you. Another terminology is gray rock. Quit letting them get reactions out of you. You got a gray rock. And gray rock, it means you don't let them affect you no matter what they say and what they do, because you're used to what the nonsense is. You're used to the buffoonery to begin with. You ever get used to somebody's nonsense? You know somebody's mean and whatever the case may have you. It's the same concept, man. You got a gray rock. You can't keep letting yourself get lifted no matter what is going on. I know it's frustrating dealing with them, especially if you got kids with them. I got it. I understand. All I'm saying is this: you still can't let it affect you. The biggest thing about narcissistic abuse recovery is that you have to live with your mental. After all of this, you have to live with your mental. You have to correct that and get that for yourself. You know, like before you even really start to take off on the recovery journey for self-worth, that journey, your mental, understand you've got to clean your mental out in order to get through this. You really have to work on that daily. Otherwise, you're gonna be stuck in that loop, like I always mention. Ruminating. You don't need to ruminate over this because they wasn't doing nothing for you to begin with. When I say doing nothing for you, this just wasn't doing anything for the relationship. The whole point was to make you feel this way and control you and make you suffer. To get with the next person they think is better than you and to empower the new supply so they can act better than you too. That's a whole different video. Be a better you, bro, sis. Quit letting this affect you. Don't show them signs they can still trigger you. Your best habits are the ones that you stick to every single day. Every single day, you should be not letting yourself get affected by this anymore. Your mindset needs to be clear in order for you to reevaluate life, take care of life, do for self because you've lost self. Your self-worth journey is way more important than what they feel like and what they think. Quit trying to convince them that you're not this. Quit letting them text you, call you, talk crazy. Change your number. Change your number. Quit letting them add you on social media. Do all of that. You don't need to worry about this anymore. This is behind you. When the narcissist is working to separate from you to I'm with the new supplier right off into the sunset. The sunset, that's your cue to be like that's your blessing to get out of that. When they show you I'm about to go off into the sunset with the narcissist or with the new supply, that's your blessing. I tell everybody that they treated me like this and I didn't want to feel that way and it was so messed up. Are you still dealing with them? No, they're gone. That's your blessing. That is your blessing. And take this pain to motivate you to be better. I want to always reiterate, take that pain to motivate you to be better. This recovery process it takes time, but it's possible. And the fastest and greatest ways you can possibly recover from this is to isolate yourself from them. Gray rock them. Separate. I always say this every video. It's the wildest concept to me that you see the signs, you just doing it anyway because you're so deep in love, because you've been loved by them so heavy. I can't tell you how many times I look back. When I don't look back at it as much as I used to anymore, but I'd be like, man, bro, you should have just left. You should have just left. The signs is already there. Just leave. This ain't that deep no more. Relax, ride out. I'm telling y'all, relax, ride out. That mental clarity you get when they're not around, when you start to not be around them after a while, you start to feel lighter because you're not worried about the energy of somebody that's so soul sucking to you. You're not worried about having to deal with the craziness and the chaos on an itinerary week by week, play by play book. Wednesday is gonna be the craziness here on this occasion at this time, and then Friday is gonna always be this on Friday. Monday's the chill day. Like that's how you start to do that stuff, dealing with them, planning out the chaos. Let the new supply and the narcissists have their circus. Let them have their circus, straight up. Especially if you've had a situation where the narcissist was dealing with the new supply while with you and you've met the new supply, let them have their circus. Respectfully, relax. Bro, sis, I hope this message finds you well. I'm Fonzie Murph, and I'm out. Peace.